Good afternoon. It is Sunday the 25th of August. It is just about to turn 3 p.m. and I'm just about to go online. Weather is a bit bad, raining, bit of a stormy weather. However, it's obviously Sunday, it's bank holiday Monday, so I'm hoping it's going to be busy. But I shall keep you posted shortly and I will let you know how I'm getting on. See you then. Quick little update. It's 4:15, so it's been an hour and 15, but I'm only classing it as an hour because the last little job, which I'll tell you about now. So I got a job pretty much as soon as I set off. Where are we? Bear with me. It was an Uber X. £8.59 for 3.1 miles. I had to run. Oh, where's this? I'll take that. I had to run a couple of miles for it. Can I get back onto my thing now? Oh. I've just accepted a job, and I don't think I can see me previous jobs. I don't think. No. So basically, I think I've done about 4 or 5 jobs. A lot of them was just kind of like Bearscough to Ormskirk, Ormskirk to Ormskirk, nothing major. The last one was Ormskirk out in the sticks at a campsite. So I pulled up at this random house, sat there for a couple of minutes. A guy come out and said, "Oh, no one's ordered a taxi for here." It turns out they put the wrong address in, so I seen them walking down this little country lane, so I drove up to them. And they said, "Oh, why did you stop there? Why didn't you come to the campsite?" I said, "Well, you've put the pin in as this number 15, this random house." So anyway, they get in, and I said, "Oh, I'll turn it round and we'll head back to the A road." "Oh, no, mate, just carry on down here." I said, "Are you sure?" Yeah. So anyway, we carry on down. It turns into more of a dirt track. I said, "I think we need to turn around." No, you can definitely get out here, mate, honest." So we ended up going down, and I said, "I can't go any further down there." So he ends up getting out, and he's like jogging in front of me. Anyway, he comes back 2 minutes later. "No, you can't get out." I said, "I told you that." So we do a 3-point turn. We're going back. I said, "Let's just go back to the main road." No, you sat nav saying go left down here." I said, "Well, no." I said, "We've just got lost. There's no point doing that." No, you'll be okay." I said, "Look," I said, "I'll go down there." I said, "But bear in mind,
new message from
this is
should be to Lord Street, Southport.
This is recalculating." I said, "So you're going to be getting charged more." And as soon as I said that, he went, "Oh yeah, just go back to the main road then." So anyway, finally dropped them off in the end. It was all fine, and that's why it's ticked me over that like extra 15 minutes. So I'm on £41 basically for the first hour, but that other 15 minutes was a bit of a mess up. If I would have just turned around and went straight back to the main road like I was going to, it would have been spot on the hour. But he was making out as though he knew the road because he goes to this campsite quite frequently, but he obviously didn't. So that's it. I'm just off now to the next stop, so I will keep you updated. Quick little update time. It is 5:15, so it's been an hour since the last update. I'll just quickly go over some of them jobs before. Obviously I had to shoot off. Where were we up to? I think we were on that Bearscough to Bearscough one, yeah. So we've done that Bearscough one, which was £12.08, which was an XL for 4.2 miles. Then had an Uber X, which was Southport to Southport, £13.96 for 5.4 miles. And then I had an Uber XL, which was Southport to Southport, £7.55 plus a £2 tip, so £9.55 for 0.8 of a mile. And it was literally just round the corner, so I think that's the best per mile I've got up to now, almost £10 for 1 mile. And then I've just dropped another group off at that Penelope's again, £4.55 for 0.9 of a mile. So I'm currently on £67.20, and I've been online for, where are we, just over 2 hours. 7.50. So I'm currently on about £33.70 an hour. Granted, it's the extra 15 minutes as well, but give or take, not too bad. I just received a little notification as well. Inbox. Congratulations, you're driving in top gear. You've finished 250 trips. That's it. And that's it. So I'm just about to go back online. I've just come off quickly to do that quick little update so I could get it out there, and I shall keep you posted shortly. Quick hourly update. It's now 6:15, and it's pretty steady-ish. Since before, I had Southport to Southport, £3.72 for 1 mile. Another Southport to Southport, £3.73 for 1.1 miles. Another Uber X, £7.63 for 3.1 miles. Again, Southport to Southport. And then I've just done another Southport to Southport, £6.46 for 3.2 miles. So currently on £88.74, which is about £29.50 an hour. So not too bad. I did notice before, when I received the message from Uber to say congratulations, you've done 250 rides, blah blah blah, I went to my ratings, which they're all 5 stars, every one of them. Hold on a second, let me get it up. So I don't fully understand this yet, I'm still learning on. So it's got driver rating, which is 4.95, confirmation rate 61%, cancellation rate 1%. So I went into that, having a little look, and then clicked on details. So it's got 91 5-star ratings, and then I noticed I'd only been driving about a week, and then I had 1 4-star, and I thought, I wonder why someone's put a 4-star. Maybe, I don't know, I don't even know why. You know, you're either happy with the service or you're not. And then I've just noticed now, which must be in the past day, I can't remember, I think I looked at this yesterday, someone's given me a 1-star rating. And what's slightly annoying with Uber, like, it doesn't tell you the reason why. Like, underneath it says recent feedback, but it's just the generic, it says driving. So what? 1 report. Some riders may be more sensitive to hard braking, or might interpret speeding up to get through an amber light differently. Highly rated drivers follow our community guidelines, which outline the importance of sticking to the rules of the road. What's that supposed to even mean? It's like, everywhere I go, I obviously follow the rules. Every road I go down, I just use cruise control. So if it's a 30, it's in a 30. If I'm in a 40, it's in a 40. If I'm in a 20, I can't use cruise control because it only works when you're going 25 or more. And that's the only time I'm actually using the accelerator myself. All the other times it's cruise control. I don't run any you know, amber or red lights. So it's just, I know in reality, and from other videos I've seen of other people, nobody cares about the rating. You know, it's just, it could just be somebody doesn't like the look of your face. So I get that. Like, I've left a 1-star review for a driver when I was in France, and he was driving like an absolute lunatic. I even told him to slow down, and I was more annoyed because I had my son in the car who was 4, and obviously he's just got a seatbelt on. You know, so I get that, but there was a genuine reason for it. But it doesn't give you any like feedback. Like, it's more frustrating to me because I've ran my own businesses for like the past like 15 years now. So if a customer was ever unhappy and they came to a member of staff and expressed that, I would be able to deal with them, so I would know why they were unhappy, and I was able to make them happy and rectify the situation so they left happy. Whereas with Uber, you don't know. Like, I understand they're not going to tell you who it was because some people might go round and start arguing with them or something, but it'd be nicer to have a little bit of a summary where they can actually type in a box and say, I don't know, you were driving too quickly, or you were taking the bends too sharply or something. rather than it just being generic saying driving, you know. I've never had a complaint about the driving in my life, you know, and I've driven class 2s, I've driven class 1 Arctics, I've driven fire engines, you know, and nobody's ever complained about my driving. But now all of a sudden somebody's decided, you know what, I'm going to give you all 1 star. And you know, I'm not bothered if people want to leave feedback, that's fine, you know, everybody's entitled to give you whatever sort of rating, but at least it's nice to know why. So a little bit frustrating really, you know. I tried googling it to see if there's any more information you can find, and basically everyone's just saying you can't, you've just got to accept it, and it is what it is. So that's it, it's pointless. There's no point me, because initially I thought you might be able to like email Uber and say, can you give me some more feedback, but there's not, and that's that. So yeah, if you get feedback, you'll never find out why. It's just basically summarised into 1 word, and mine is driving, even though the other 250 passengers up to now have all been happy with the service, and yeah, and over half of them, the ones who could be bothered to leave feedback anyway, have all left 5-star reviews. So no idea, don't know why they wouldn't have been happy. So yeah, that's it. Thought I'd give you a little update on that. So I will try and give you another update. Quick little update. It's been 2 hours, so it's now 8:15. It's been quite busy, to be honest. After speaking last, I had a UberX £4.21 for 1.5 miles, Southport to Southport. I then had, just accept that, oh dear. Stay tuned, I'll give you another update after I've just done this job. Quick little update. It's been a couple of hours since that last one when we were interrupted. I think that was 8:15, but I was giving you an update from 6:15. So if I give you a little bit of an update from then, so just after that 6:15, I'd done an UberX £4.21, which was Southport to Southport for 1.5 miles. I then had an XL, which was Southport to Birkdale, £8.37 plus a £2 tip, so £10.37 for 1.5 miles. I then had another Southport to Southport, £3.76 for 1.1 miles. I then had a Southport to Southport, an XL, which was £7.01 for 1.9 miles. I then had a Southport to Southport, an XL, £14.13 for 5.8 miles. I then had another Uber XL, Southport to Southport, £5.49 for 0.8 of a mile. I then had another XL, £6.24 for 1.2 miles. That was Southport to Southport. What I noticed when I was driving down Southport, which the main road, which is Lord Street, I drive down there and you'd see plenty of Ubers, but Uber X's, and they was just parked up doing nothing, and in the taxi rank there must have been 20 plus taxis in it. And I thought, if you're just an Uber X and that's all you can do, obviously I'm an XL as well, I don't know why they all park so close to one another and they're competing for jobs. So I drove down Lord Street, came off Lord Street and drove onto the promenade, so there was like a mile between us. They all seem to pile on top of each other, and I don't know why they do that. And then the second that I'd done that, I then got an Uber X job. So I'd just driven past probably 10 Uber X's and I got an Uber X job, £17.06 for 13.6 miles, and that was Southport to the edge of Preston. And then once I tipped there, I then had one in Preston straight away to Ormskirk, which was another Uber X priority, £19.87 for 13.6 miles. I then thought to myself, starting to run a little bit low on electric, so I'll head over to probably like Maghull services or something, charge you up and then carry on from there. But then another job come up from Ormskirk back to Southport, which was an Uber X, £13.58 for 6.6 miles. So I'd done that, got into Southport just after 10 o'clock and had about 15 miles of range left. So I just went and picked some food up, and then I've come back over to Morrison's and I've just stuck it on charge. That was probably about 20 minutes ago. So I'm just going to charge up here because it's just turned 10:30, but I came offline probably about half an hour ago now. Like I said, to go and pick some food up and come over to the charger point. So yeah, it hasn't been too bad. At the moment I'm on £188.46, and I've been out now I started at 3 o'clock. Was it 3? Yeah, I thought it was later. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so 7 hours. So I'm on just shy of £27 an hour. So it's not too bad, to be honest. But yeah, that's it. Nothing really to report. There's been some quite decent jobs. Like I just mentioned, quite a few of them were in the town, but it's been kind of split again. I've had quite a few XLs. And like I said, I do think that helps me out massively, because like I said, when I'm driving through Southport, I do see quite a few Uber X's knocking about. Quite a few newer ones as well. I've noticed brand new Teslas. I noticed Mercedes E-Class, brand new, big shiny looking thing. But yeah, I just feel as though you need to try and give yourself that extra edge. And like I said, I'm being offered plenty of XL jobs, and I'm still yet to see another Uber XL. I haven't bumped into one yet, to be honest. And I think that's partly why when I get offered some XL jobs, some of them are ridiculous. They're miles away. Like I will be in Ormskirk and I'm being offered XL jobs in Wigan town centre, or right towards Liverpool, but the pay on them is really poor. But obviously it's popping up and they're thinking, well, we haven't got any XL drivers, so the nearest one is Paul, even though he's miles away. Let's offer it to him, let's just see if he's interested. So yeah, it's definitely a plus having an XL. So yeah, if I was getting into it, personally, I think I've definitely made the right decision, and I've gone for the XL, because if I would have just got a normal X like everybody else, I would have just been sat there on Lord Street competing with all the other X's. So that's about it for now. I'm just going to have something to eat. I'm going to watch a little bit of Netflix. That's when I got out then for my food. I don't think I'd stood up since I started, which was that 7 hours, which I didn't realise. And I was walking like John Wayne, to be honest. Went for a wee out of my legs, but yeah, I've shook them off now. So like I said, it's food time, and then I'll go again. But it's definitely been busier tonight, which I don't kind of get. I mean, you go out on a Friday or a Saturday night, but most of the people seem to have saved themselves for Sunday, with it being bank holiday. I've had 3 trips now where people have ordered XLs to go out for meals, and I've picked the same groups up and taken them back home, which again just goes to show you how little XLs are available. If it's me that is not only dropping them off but picking them up as well. So yeah, one guy as well, who was one of the groups who were picked up, he couldn't believe it was the Vauxhall Vivaro. Because he said, when I got in it before, he said, I thought it was the Mercedes V-Class. He said, because we've actually got one that he uses for work. It was only when I picked him back up he's actually seen the badge. He's got back in. He said, I can't believe it. He said he was thinking about potentially doing some Ubering himself after speaking to quite a few Uber drivers recently. So yeah, again, I had a little chat with him about that, and that was about it. So yeah, it's been quite good. So I'm off to eat, and I will catch you in a bit, but I'm probably going to be here for 45 minutes at least, carrying on charging and having something to eat. So then it'll probably be another hour after that. So what time are we on? 10:30. It's probably going to be around midnight, maybe just after. So I'll catch. Final update of the evening, should I say. I've just got home. It is 2 AM. So the last update was, I went offline at 10 and I had an hour break. Food, charge up, stretch my legs. Well, I think I came off at like 20 past 10 because I came back on about 20 past 11. I then had Southport to Southport, Uber X, £7.97 for 4.1 miles. I then had an XL, Southport to Southport, £9.06, 2.3 miles. Excuse me. I then had another X, £3.75, 1.1 miles, Southport to Southport. Another X, £4.97, 1.2 miles, Southport to Southport. I then had an X from Southport to, it was down Formby kind of way, to Thornton. That was £22.77, and that was 14 miles. I then had a job from Seaforth back to Formby, so it was a couple of miles out to come back in. That was £15.40 with a £2 tip, so call it £17.50 for 7.8 miles. I then went from Formby, I was heading back towards Southport, and I got a Southport to Southport Uber X, £10.46 for 0.6 of a mile. They basically drove from one end of Lord Street to the other to go to the travel lodge. And then what happened there? So that was about 1:30. I hung around there for about 20 minutes. It was like a ghost town. Strange, because all evening I've constantly just been taking people into the town centre over and over again. So then when I got back to the town centre, which was about 1:30, I thought, right, people are going to start coming home now. And there was honestly nobody there. All the Ubers had gone home. I think there was 2 taxis in the taxi rank because they must have given up. And there was like 3 drunk people walking around, and that was it. So like I said, I sat there for about 20 minutes and thought, this is ridiculous, I'm going home. So I drove all the way back home, 20 minutes or so, and only just as I pulled on my path, I then got offered a job, Ormskirk to Ormskirk. But to get there and do the job was like 10 miles in total. I think they were offering like £10.50. So I thought, I can't be bothered now, to be honest with it being 2 o'clock for another £10 job. So earnings for this evening is £262.84. Started at 3 PM this afternoon. It's now 2. That's 11 hours. But I had I had an hour off, or probably just over an hour. Like I said, in the middle for food and a recharge and whatnot. So basically 10 hours. So that averages out at £26.28 an hour, which isn't too bad, to be honest. Quite happy with that. Yeah, it's been quite busy. I've done 193 miles, and you can tell a lot of that has been kind of like in and around town, because I've averaged 3.4 miles per kilowatt, which is really good, to be honest. And that is about it, really. Nothing really else to report as such. Yeah, I will be back out again tomorrow. I'll try and get out a little bit earlier. I know I keep saying that every day, but obviously it's a bit difficult with it being summer holidays and with the little one being off. Obviously I want to try and spend as much time as I can with him, so that's why I've been coming out at like you know, between like 5 and 7, you know, which isn't far off before when he's going to bed. So yeah, I will catch you tomorrow for another instalment. So thanks for watching, please like and subscribe. I'll catch you then.